Thank you for wanting to learn more to serve as a communion assistant at Prince of Peace. We are just going to walk through the simple steps to teach you on how to serve as a communion assistant. It's actually quite simple and something that you can actually even serve. You don't even need to sign up in advance if you want. You're able to serve when you're able. At each service, we have 6 people that are used to serve communion. 2 of them are our pastors. 1 is an assisting minister. 1 usually is an acolyte, so a youth, and then the other 2 would be communion assistants. So if you look at a normal service, and if we have 1 pastor and 1 assisting minister, the secret number is we need 6 people total. So if you don't see 6 people up there, please jump up and be willing to serve. When you would come up for serving for communion, that would be after the Lord's Prayer, and then there is a brief prayer called the Invitation to Communion prayer. And after that, when everyone is seated, that is your time to come up and come forward, and we will walk through that process and how to do that. So let's walk through what you would do to serve as a communion assistant on a normal weekend. So right after the Lord's Prayer or the Invitation to Communion prayer, you would come forward, and as you're walking forward, just pause for respect before you go into the chancel. You'll walk forward up the stairs, go to the right of the table, and go over here and get some hand sanitizer. You'll do that first, and then stand behind the table here, and you will wait for one of the pastors to provide you a chalice. It'll be either the intention chalice or the common cup. The pastors always, or the assisting minister, always distribute the bread. So we're going to go through and talk through the differences for the chalices. This is the intention chalice. This is where the bread is dipped in the wine. You would receive that from the pastor here. They will provide you with the chalice. They will provide you with a purificator or a napkin, and you will take that. If you are on this side of the sanctuary, you will go down to this side. If you're standing over here, you'll walk down to this station over here. So let's walk down. You will, once we know that everybody is all ready, pastors have the bread, and the acolytes have the grape juice glasses, and the common cup has been distributed. Walk down to the station. There are 2 stations. Be very careful when you walk down the stairs, actually, because they kind of blend in together. So just be very careful. If you need to use the ramp, you're more than welcome to use the ramp also. The stools will be here, located. Those are for the gluten-free wafers, and the pastors will have the gluten-free wafers placed there. And then they will stand next to the stools. So the pastor will be standing here. Stand about 2 to 3 steps away from the pastor. Make sure you're on the tile floor to catch any spills. And if you're holding the intention chalice, just to make sure to hold the purificator under the lid here of the chalice to catch any drips. As people progress through the station, they will be coming first to the pastor, either for a blessing or to receive the bread. And if they would like to receive the wine via the intention chalice, they will come forward to you. Just hold the chalice to their level, especially if we have children who are young, so that they can intake their bread. And as they're intincting, say, "Blood of Christ shed for you." And it is a wonderful thing to say, so don't feel like you need to whisper that. That is a wonderful proclamation, and you're sharing the good news with them. So as they intinct, "Blood of Christ shed for you," and then people will keep coming through the line. Some will go to receive common cup, which we'll talk through next. Some may also take the grape juice, and some may not take any of the wine at all. So just be aware as people are coming through, and to help with the intention chalice and as they come through. When you are all done, when you see that the line is everyone has communed, follow the pastor's lead. And if there is someone that needs to receive communion at their seat, follow them. So follow the pastor, and so that way that they can receive communion there at their seat. But if everyone is all complete, then you will go up back to the table and set the chalice and the purificator on the table. And so we'll go up the stairs, and you will just set this right here on the table, and then wait, and the pastors will distribute communion to those who have served in worship here for communion. You can, at that time, you can receive communion by via intinction, or a glass for the grape juice, or common cup. So just tell Pastor what your preference is, and that will be great. When you're all done, the pastors will dismiss you, and then you can just go back to your seat. And it's as simple as that. Let's now talk about the common cup. For the common cup, we have one person that holds the common cup each week, as we have two people for the intinction chalice. So if you are given the intinction chalice by the pastor, you will receive the common cup and a purificator. You will go to the center in front of the chancel. Again, be very careful of the stairs. The acolyte will be standing here at the center holding the grape juice and the white wine. If we do not have a youth that is there that day to be able to hold the glasses, anyone can hold those glasses too also. But they will be standing right in the center. And so to the common cup, you'll be standing next to them, closer on the side, closer to the ramp. As people come forward to receive communion via the common cup, again, you say, blood of Christ shed for you. And what is different with the common cup is after the person has received communion, just wipe the lid where they have drank and just turn that a quarter turn. And you'll keep doing that as people receive communion. Please have control of the common cup at all times. We don't want it to break and fall on the ground. Some people might have more or less control of the cup. So if you think that it's someone that may not have good control of the cup, just please hold on to that and to be able to help them. It will be different depending on if someone's very tall or very short to be able to help them. Just help keep control of the common cup. And then again, when you're all done, when everybody has communed, you will go back up and to the table, and you will place that here again and wait for communion from the pastors. And when everyone has received communion, you will be dismissed, and you can go back to your seats. So it is as simple as that. If you ever have any questions, please ask one of the pastors or the assisting minister. They are very happy to help, even in the moment of worship, and it is easy to ask them questions, and we are just happy to have you serve and to be able to help everyone celebrate in the wonderful meal and the body and sharing in the body and blood of Christ. If you have any questions, please contact the worship team leader or contact Toby Lyke, who is the staff liaison for worship. Thank you very much.